So the government's target is to double the current growth of manufacturing sector by 2022. So promoting the plan method adoption of the latest technology, advancement. It refers to Industry 4.0 that will have a defining role in shaping manufacturing sector in 2022. So we must focus on the adoption of the latest technology advancements referred to as Industry 4.0. What is the current situation? The fifth largest manufacturer in the world. And the gross value added of this INR is 2017-18. The sector registered a compound growth rate of 7.7%. So it's a compound growth rate from 2012 to 2017-18. So government has taken several initiatives to promote manufacturing. Among them are Make in India Action Plan, aimed at increasing the manufacturing sector contribution to 25% of the GDP by 2020, and the Startup India initiative to promote entrepreneurship and future innovation, Micro Units Development and Refinancing Agency Mudra, Stand Up India to access to the credit. So it is also undertaking massive recapitalization of public sector bank to ease availability of the micro, credit and medium enterprises. Besides, it has undertaken major infrastructure projects such as setting up of India's industrial corridor to boost manufacturing. So there's a Department of Industry Policy and Promotion. They have been engaged in the states to enhance the ease of doing business. So ease of doing business will improve our manufacturing sector as well. So following concrete efforts of the government, the World Bank, the decade. So India is okay in 2018. This ease of doing business is useful for comparison of the actual improvement in the ease of doing business, and it will play a greater role with the coordination with the center state. So FDI inflows have been substantially liberalized, significantly improving. India ranks in the terms of annual FDI inflow. So it was around 14. It was around 9 in 2017. That's 14. Okay, India receives only 25% of FDI that China gets, and only 10% of what USA gets. तो अगर चाइना को 100 मिलता है तो इंडिया को सिर्फ 25% एफडीआई मिलती है. अगर यूएसए को 100 मिलता है तो इंडिया को सिर्फ 10% एफडीआई मिलती है. So India gets 25% of FDI that China gets only 10% of what USA received. So FDI inflows अगर manufacturing में देखें is 35%. So अपने यहाँ FD 100 FDI है तो सिर्फ 35% अपना manufacturing में जाता है. Rest goes to service sector. So manufacturing as a percentage of the gross domestic product is around 60%. So improvements are evident in the recent quarter. The manufacturing growth rate is 6.9%. So there's some improvement as the manufacturing growth rate of 6.9% and 8.1% in 2017-18. So main constraint in achieving the objectives are, so what are the main constraints? So if we talk about sustainable development goal, 8 talk about decent work and economic growth, 9 talk about industry innovation infrastructure, 12 talk about affordable consumption and production, and 17 partnership and goals. So you see the manufacturing share in the GDP 2011 and 12. There's not much significant improvement you have seen. So from 16% it's only to 16.8%. So it's only 0.6 to 0.8% increase in the manufacturing sector. So there's a regulatory uncertainty. There's a regulatory risk and policy uncertainty. In the past have dented the investor confidence. It has dented the investor confidence. So investment, there is a cyclic slowdown of the investment since 2011 and 12. Technology the adoption of the new technology like artificial intelligence, data analytics, machine to machine communication, robotics related technology, collective call industry 4.0 are the bigger challenge for an organized large scale manufacturing. Data security, reliability of the data, stability in the communication are also first challenge to technology adoption. So there's a data security, reliability of data and stability in communication and transmission is a challenge to technology adoption. Export and inefficient domestic demand. There has been no export-driven industrial growth. Domestic demand alone may not be adequate for sustained high-value manufacturing. So in India, there is no export-driven industrial growth. Challenges to doing business. Besides recent improvement of ease of doing business and this continue to be a drag on a system, should continue to be a drag on a system. This is also true for the investment condition in the states, getting construction permits, enforcing contracts, paying taxes, starting of business, trading across the border, continue to constrain ease of doing business. So what is the way forward? Demand generation, augmentation of the industrial infrastructure, promotion of MSMEs. The government can play a crucial role in creating domestic manufacturing capabilities while leveraging proposed public-private procurement projects. Mega projects like Sagar Mala, Bharat Mala Industrial Corridor, and the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana can stimulate domestic manufacturing activity provided the projects are suitably structured and the demand is aggregated strategically. So this is accompanied by simplification of regulatory process. Then there is a Madhapura electronic locomotive project. So this is a joint venture between Indian Railway and French multinational Alstom. So which provide a good example of how mega project can be leveraged to boost domestic production. So project enables effective transfer technology and availability of state-of-art locomotive of the railways. So Madhepura model is replicated in defense, aerospace, railway and the shipping sectors. So this is a good example. Madhepura electric locomotive projects is a good example. कैसे mega projects can be leveraged to boost domestic projects. Mega projects से आप domestic production बढ़ा सकते हैं. So इसमें क्या है? It will enable the effective transfer technology and availability of state-of-art locomotive for railways. So ये जो मधेपुरा मॉडल है हम replicate करेंगे in the defense, aerospace, railway and shipping sector. So this is Madhepura in Bihar. So here there is a Madhepura electric locomotive project. Hence there is a demand to set up a portal to monitor projects. So there should be portal to monitor project beyond a given threshold so that any roadblocks are identified. If there is any roadblocks in the project, they can be identified and addressed on a real-time basis. State government should be encouraged to incentivize to contribute. So state government should be encouraged to incentivize to contribute data to this portal. So even data from the state government should be contributed to this portal. And state government should be incentivized. And NITI Aayog, there is a Development Monitoring and Evaluation Office. This can set up the portal. Who will set up the portal? There is a NITI Aayog Development and Monitoring and Evaluation Office. So monitor the project so that roadblocks in the projects can be identified and can be addressed on a real-time basis. An interministerial body with a representative of the state government and project promoters may be constituted. So effort should be to help develop self-sufficient cluster of the manufacturing competence under the cluster administrative authority in power to provide a single window clearance. We must focusing on providing single window clearance to entrepreneurs and investors. To increase ease of doing business, industrial corridor should be addressed. Then lack of infrastructure and logistics. And logistics will need to be supplemented with the warehousing and other elements of the manufacturing supply chain. So NITI Aayog worked with the state to promote the manufacturing cluster and develop export strategy based on the sector competitiveness and resource strength. So NITI Aayog can work with the state and they will prepare the manufacturing cluster and they will develop export strategy based on the sector competitiveness and resource strength. A cluster should have supporting industry and infrastructure. So a cluster can be developed, manufacturing cluster developed and cluster should have a supporting industries and infrastructure. It should develop a local brand. So there should be local brand and distribution channel through e-commerce platform. The local brand can distributed through e-commerce platform. There is a cluster administration office should be given the responsibility to what factory permission and compliances. So in India to become a world's workshop and it should encourage FDI manufacturing, particularly in support with the buybacks and exports orders. And streamline discretionary power vested at a different level of the organization by adopting digitized process, making all approvals electronic and transparent in a town-bound manner. Disruptive technology while leading to job losses in traditional area also present a new job opportunities. A greater connect between the government industry academia is required. So there should be connect with the government industry academia to identify the changing requirement in the manufacturing and prepare an employable workforce. In the context of employability of the engineers, there is a need to tough review the standard of engineering education and the linkage in the industry. So in order to increase the employability of the engineers, there is a need of a thorough review of the standard of the engineering education. So e-commerce can be the driver of the overall economic growth. And next decade through impacted generating demand and expanding manufacturing employment generation, greater transparency. A committee chaired by the Niti Aayog examined the issue related to the e-commerce industry. It has recommendation for the sector's growth and including increasing internet access, digitizing payments, further improving transportation infrastructure logistics, distributing warehousing support, and this may be examined by implementation at the earliest. Harmonize Indian quality and standard with a global standard in many sectors. So lack of harmonization affected Indian exports and prevented the leveraging of the trade agreements adequately. So harmonization of the quality and standard and global standard in many sectors is very important. So there is a lack of harmonization that affected Indian export and preventing leveraging of the trades adequately. For example, medical device industry would benefit if it greatly from the conformity of the standards that are essential for the product to be acceptable to the doctors and patients abroad. So there should be harmonizing conformity to the standards, world class standard in the medical device industry. So the products are acceptable to the doctors and patients abroad. The issue of the regulation standard setting are also to be intervened. So the following initiative can be taken in this regard. For example, task of the BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards, Quality Council of India, with assessing the improvements in the standards and productivities required to achieve global standards. So addressing the issue of the MSMEs, setting up the mega park manufacturing cluster in the intensive sectors with the common facilities to reduce cost and improving quality. So what we need to do, we should set up the mega parks and manufacturing cluster and the labor and center sector with the common facilities to reduce cost and improve quality. And also to comment the state government should set up a plug and play park that is blood effective to ensure the international productivity standards. So worker of the industrial unit in the new mega park should have a decent accommodation with the reasonable proximity of the workplace. So workers of the industrial unit in the new mega parks should have a decent accommodation. So there should be facilities for the decent accommodation of the workers with the reasonable proximity in the workplace. An expert committee should examine sector-specific plan points and make its recommendation within 3 months. Department of Public Sector Enterprises should ensure registration of all the PSUs on a trade receivable discounting system portal. Initiate a small business research program in some select ministry for the encouraging research and development MSMEs. Industry 4.0. To launch a major initiative push to the industry adopt 4.0. Industry 4.0 is characterized by increasing digitization and interconnection of the products, value chain and business model. So Industry 4.0 is characterized by increasing digitization, interconnection of the products, value chains and business model. It will significantly impact sectors like automobile, pharmaceutical, chemical, financial services, and will result in the operational efficiency, cost control, and revenue growth. Experts feel that emerging markets in India could benefit tremendously with the adoption of 4.0 practices. In 2018 budget speech, the Finance Minister mandated Niti Aayog to initiate national program for directing India's effort on the artificial intelligence. On a similar note, Niti Aayog could organize a discussion 4.0, inviting leading manufacturing companies in the various sectors, including automobile, auto components, electrical, electronics, chemical, cement, steel, etc. So what? Okay, so Industry 4.0 in India is inviting leading manufacturing companies from various sectors, including automobile, electrical, electronics, chemical, cement, along with the concerned ministry to discuss plans for adopting Industry 4.0. So, Indian Institute of Science, a few selected IITs, NITs, and other premium engineering colleges should create a specialized training program on smart manufacturing to address the shortage of the high-tech human resources. The Department of Heavy Industry should develop Center for Manufacturing Technology Institute and Bangalore and Center for Excellence for Pursuing Research and Development in Industry 4.0 Technology and System. The Department of Science and Technology should have a separate industry, academia, research and development project on cyber physical system. So development in the industry that will use a key building block for the performing 4.0 could be incentivized. Incentives should be focused on MSMEs and manufactured products including sensors, actuators, drivers, synchronous motors, communication system, computer display, and auxiliary electromechanical system. Similarly, industry adopting 4.0 standard could provide support for a fixed period of time. Reliability, stability, and an integrated smart manufacturing system can be increased by creating Indian standard for the system and subsystem. So we must create Indian standard for the system and subsystem for the adoption and the manufacturing. Ease of doing business. They wish just a single window system knowledge that provides single point of the contact between investor and the government and facilities that require license and approval. It should be based on stakeholder consultation. So for efficient approval inspection process, development of the system of accountability for the major stakeholders like inspection bodies and testing them. So there should be development of the system of accountability for major stakeholders. For geographical planning and ease of environmental clearance, adoption of the GIS. Adopt the system of using GIS Geographic Information System based on the map at all the levels to create a pre-approved land bank for manufacturing facilities and has already been practiced in some states. In such designated lead bank standard can be laid down in advance relating to the environment requirements, building bylaws, and safety and other norms. So replicate the other state in the Gujarat Pollution Control Board environmental audit scheme based on the third-party certification. To strengthen the third-party certification system, development a suitable accreditation agencies ensure the seamless integration of the Shram Suvidha portal and the state agencies portal. श्रम सुविधा तो श्रम कौन करता है लेबर सो इज अ लेबर लॉस को रेगुलेट करने के लिए क्या होता है कि एम्प्लॉयज बहुत सारे लेबर लॉज है तो जो कंपनीज है वो कंप्लाई नहीं करती तो उसको रेगुलेट करने के लिए जैसे श्रम सुविधा पोर्टल इतने सारे लेबर लॉज हैं तो बहुत ज़्यादा कंफ्यूजन रहता है तो इसलिए जो मिलना चाहिए एम्प्लॉयज़ को वो नहीं मिलता है तो इसलिए इसको रेगुलेट करने के लिए लेबर लॉज को जैसे श्रम सुविधा पोर्टल what we must focus on this seamless integration of the Shram Shabda portal and state agencies portals. Gujarat Pollution Control Board Environment Audit Scheme. So third party verification होता है यहाँ पे ठीक है. So we should replicate it in other states as well.